There's The Wonderful Stories from Northern Lands, Whispers from Fairyland, A Manual of Zoology, Curious Myths, Charles Darwin. There's a Faust.
Adopt a Book is a chance to choose a book or a writer you find interesting, a chance to pass it on really to the next group of readers.
You can pay to bind a book, and in doing so you adopt it in a way, and you can dedicate that book to something or someone.
So there are things here that have lasted hundreds and hundreds of years and are probably in need of being repaired. All the books with white tape on are in need of repair.
Birthdays and anniversaries is quite popular to use the scheme. And I've always thought it's a good cause, we're preserving history. Just over 2 years ago, I lost my dad, and it took a while to realise, and then I thought, it would be really, really nice to adopt a book in his memory and dedicate it to him. But my dad was an avid gardener, so they brought out some gardening books, and it just spoke to me. So that was my first interaction with Adopt a Book. I was excited to come and see the book, and the lady, was there, probably expecting me to be dead happy with the book, and I just cried. And she said, what's wrong? And I said, I need one for my mum now, because I've lost my mum. So for me, it's very, very emotional. This particular book is about a woman who travelled Rome to Montana, and it spoke to me of my mum. Same process again. I adopted this one.
The book I've chosen, On Liberty, was first published in 1859. It's the first edition, so it's been very well read, so the pages have come away from the spine. It's almost a loose leaf collection of pages.
From Rome to Montana.
So Downie Allison and Downie were an established bookbinder based in Glasgow. We assess each book individually and to see what's required. We have a look to see if it's structurally sound, if we test the boards to see if they're acidic, we do paper repairs on any damaged leaves. We'll re-sew the book by hand if required. Any book plates or labels all get kept so they can be as original as possible. So for the embellishment on it, I think I'll use that. I'll go for T1. If the covers can be kept, we always prefer to keep the covers because it's part of the original book and we always aim to keep it as original as possible. Sometimes they're just too far gone to be saved. So in that case we'd replace the boards. Sometimes we'd take the cloth off the original boards and reuse it. Other times we'd keep the front and back boards. If there's no spine piece, then we'd just replace the spine. That's called a reback. So we've got a lot of old machines that are irreplaceable these days. There's not a modern alternative, so we're working with some machines that are 50 years old, 100 years old. the enjoyment from seeing something come in from being fragile and difficult to handle, then to leave the workshop and it's been repaired, strengthened, and will last for years to come. And then when I deliver books back to the Portico, they love unwrapping all the books.
When I came and saw the book, I mean, it's beautiful. It's the spine, it's just beautiful. I'm so happy with it. And I think possibly the hardest part is not even choosing the books, it's the dedication, because you're putting something in there that's people are gonna see for a very long time, and you want to put something meaningful in that makes sense, that's sort of fitting for these people that you love so much, or, you know, for somebody who's getting married, you know, or a birthday is just something really fitting for that occasion. At the end of it, when you look at it, it's just really lovely. In maybe 100 years' time, somebody might be looking in the library and stumble on that book and look inside and see that dedication and see my dad's name or see my mum's name in my mum's book, and I think that gives me comfort.
I think the books that are in need of repair, there are thousands. So it's a massive job, but it is a job that is achievable over several years. Come into the library, have a look at the catalogue, choose your favourite book, adopt it.
You look around this library, there's so much history here, and I'm actually really proud to be a tiny, tiny little part of it and know it, you know. And I just think it's a really good cause, and it's just meaningful. So for me, I think it's important. I'd recommend somebody go and do it.